Start with your feet firmly planted on the ground, taking an inhale in through the nose and out through the mouth. On your next inhale, float your arms up and over your head, pressing the palms together, bringing them down and plugging them into your heartbeat. Keep going with your inhales and exhales, alternating your weight side to side, really feeling the ground. Pressing the arms up and over the head, folding over into our forward fold. Keep a nice bend in the knees, just moving the body around however you need to right here. Maybe swing the arms a little bit side to side, releasing the head, releasing the neck. Planting the palms on the ground, stepping back into our downward dog. Go ahead and release the head and neck here. We're going to alternate our heels, pressing into the ground, really stretching through the backs of those legs. With an inhale, rolling out into our plank position, and exhale, pressing back into our downward dog again. Again, with an inhale, rolling out into our plank pose, pressing back with the exhale into that downward dog. On your next inhale, go ahead and float the left leg up and behind, maybe opening up the hips a little bit. Exhale, stepping forward into our low lunge. With an inhale, coming up into the high lunge and settling back into that low lunge. Pressing back into our downward dog. Really stretching through the backs of those legs. With an inhale, floating the right leg up and behind. And exhale, stepping forward into our low lunge. Coming up into the high lunge. Stepping back into our downward dog. With an inhale, floating that left leg up and behind. Again, maybe opening up the hips. Exhaling, stepping forward into that low lunge. Inhaling, coming up into our warrior two. Inhaling, rising up. Exhaling, melting into the warrior two. Two more. Inhaling, rising up. Exhaling, and inhaling, rising up. Exhaling, settling into our warrior two. On the next inhale, tipping back into our reverse warrior, bringing it forward into our extended side angle as we come into that low lunge, stepping back into our downward dog position. With an inhale, floating the right leg up and behind. Again, maybe opening up that hip a little bit. And exhale, stepping forward into our low lunge, coming up into our warrior two position. And inhaling, bringing everything up. Exhaling, melting into the warrior two. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, and exhaling down. Inhaling, tipping back into our reverse warrior. As we exhale, bringing it forward through that extended side angle. As we're moving through that into our low lunge, stepping back into our downward dog position. Moving through the body here, releasing that head and neck, floating the left leg up and behind. As we come forward, touching our knee to our elbow, coming through and crossing the body. Inhaling as we bring the leg up again, arcing it out and around, bringing it up, and exhaling, crossing through, coming up into our downward dog split. This time, as we come forward into our low lunge, step on the outside of our arms, just opening up the hips here, however it feels nice. You might drop the body down just a little bit for an extra stretch. Stepping back into that downward dog position. With an inhale, floating the right leg up and exhaling, arcing it out and around, touching the elbow. Inhaling as we come up, exhaling, crossing the body. Inhaling up, exhaling, arcing it out and around, touching that elbow. Inhaling up, again, we're going to cross the body. And inhaling up into that downward dog split. We'll exhale into the low lunge, stepping on the outside of our arms. Just opening up those hips however it feels good today. Moving the body around wherever you need to feel this stretch. Stepping back into our downward dog. Walking the legs forward to meet the hands. Just moving the body around. Pressing the hips down, coming up into our chair pose, releasing through the spine. Pressing our palm into the ground, opening one arm up. We're going to take a nice little twist here, pressing the palms together, reaching the arms back to the floor, and switching sides, pressing the palms together in a nice rotation, opening the arms up, coming back into that forward fold, rolling through the spine all the way up, taking an inhale as you float the arms over the head, pressing the palms together, plugging them down into the heartbeat as you exhale. Namaste.